So we're here inside the official residence of the president. This is called the president's house, the Janadipati Madura. And we've been walking through from Golface, where the main protest site is, that is the Gotabaya village as well, up to here, which is about 1.5 kilometers away. And we've been asking people who they want as the next prime minister, who they want as the next president of Sri Lanka. And the answers just seem to be that people just want a change. There aren't too many candidates that they openly want to name because there's not enough confidence in the people that one single or particular individual can create the change that they want. But people are hopeful. Once again, even with the IMF bail packages and who would be Sri Lanka's friendly countries, people don't really have that much hope here. So, things are left a little up in the air. We even ask people how they feel about India. To some, India seems like a hypocritical country, and to others, they're thankful that India helped in the past 3 months with some of the aid that India has given to Sri Lanka. So here's what people feel, and we also ask people how their daily lives have changed. Let's take a look. Who do you want as the next Prime Minister, the next President of Sri Lanka? Any thoughts, any views?
Well, obviously I don't have any names because I don't believe we found a leader yet. I think
the popular names are Premadasa.
Yeah, those are the popular names, and I don't condone. I mean, I'm not a fan of those names.
Would you like Wickremesinghe?
No, absolutely not. No, you see, I think a leader needs to emerge, and what we need, what this country lacks, is a leader who loves this country. You know, like Gandhi for India or Mandela for South Africa. People who actually loved their people and their land. Well, I'm from the minority community. I'm a Tamil person. So for me, this struggle or this people's movement has been long time coming. In the sense, I've always been frustrated as a minority in this country for people being silent for most of the things that went on in this country, especially with regards to the minorities. How the majority kept quiet while the minority suffered for 30 years. And if you take this, I mean, today we are talking about lack of fuel, no gas, no electricity, but this has existed in this country for 30 years for those people, and on top of that they were attacked by shells and curfews, and their lives were put in danger. So this is I think this had to happen, and I've said this before. Imagine if this country went on like this, or went super well under the Rajapaksas for another 10 years. I think that would have been the disaster. So this happened for a reason. I believe in the divine intervention. It is something that had to happen for people to wake up and think different.
Do you think this much awaited IMF aid package, do you think that could change things?
No, I think it's just a plaster. It'll just patch things for the moment. But I think the real change has to happen on the ground. The economy as it is, the open economy policy that is not partly or mostly, the reason why we are here. I mean, we have absolutely neglected our exports. We even import dal, and export almost nothing now except for a few things. So I think we need to start thinking about exporting more and contributing more to the world economy so that our economy prospers.
A lot of people have theories about what caused this crisis. A very common one is that it was the corruption in the government. Why do you think this happened?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I think we are corrupt top to bottom. It's a joke to think that the top is corrupt and the bottom is clean. That it doesn't happen that way. We are corrupt as a nation, as people. So I think it needs to start from me. Gandhi says again, be the change you want to see. So I think it needs to start from me. I'd like to be the change in my own way, get rid of my own dirty, things in my head, my racism, my prejudice and things like that, and then start from me. So I think that has to be that, and we can't be Gotabaya goes home, everything changes. That's like a stupid idea. It doesn't change that way. System change is only possible when the system is completely destroyed and then changed. There is no plastering of it.
Who would you consider are the friendly countries towards Sri Lanka right now?
Well, see, I don't believe in this friendly country and enemy country concept. I think every country is interdependent on each other in this global village. We live in one space now, actually. So every country has its own agenda when it's when it's dealing with another country. So yes, we do have some countries that are supportive or were supportive of the Rajapaksas. They have to now, I think, rethink their strategies. Well, China was an obvious friend of Rajapaksas. India, I think, was a friend of Rajapaksas. Now we are actually turning towards Russia. We are turning towards Japan, and I think we have to. And see, it's like politics. There are no permanent friends or enemies in the global geopolitical arena. It's always changing.
What's your view of India?
See, I think India is a little hypocritic when it comes to Sri Lanka. I think it doesn't have a very clear policy. If you take the South Indian politics, they thrive on using the Tamil struggle for their politics. The Delhi politics is slightly different. They play a different ball game. So it's slightly hypocritic, I think, their viewpoint.
I mean, biggest question now is who would you like as next prime minister, next president?
ඔව් ඒක ඇවිල්ලා ඇත්තට මම හිතනවා ඊළඟ ජනාධිපති හෝ ඊළඟ අගමැති කියන එකට වඩා ඊළඟ පාර්ලිමේන්තුව මොකක්ද කියන එක තමයි බලන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි පළවෙනිම දේ. මොකද පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ සංගීතයෙන් තමයි මේ හැමදේම තීරණය වෙන්නේ. සහ ඒ පාර්ලිමේන්තුව තීරණය කරන්න ඕනේ ජනාධිපතිවරයාට තියෙන බලතල විධායක බලතල කප්පාදු කරනවද නැද්ද කියන එක. අපි ඒක දිහා බලන්න ඉන්නවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඊළඟ කාරණාව තමයි ජනාධිපතිවරයා පත් කරන අගමැතිවරයා කවුද? ඊට පස්සේ තමයි මේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුව රට වෙනුවෙන් නැත්නම් අපේ මේ අරගල භූමියේ ක්‍රියාකාරී සැලැස්මක් කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා කෙටි කාලිනව සහ දීර්ඝ කාලිනව. මුලින්ම යාලා කෙටි කාලින සැලැස්ම කියන්නේ අන්තර්වාර පාලනය කියලා එකක් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ අන්තර්වාර පාලනය හරියට කරන්නේද අන්න එතනදී අපි සලකා බලනවා රයිට් මේ අන්තර්වාර පාලනය මෙන්න මේ පාර්ශවයන් හොඳට කරන් යනවා කියලා. අන්න එතෙන්දී අපිට ඩිසයිඩ් කරන්න පුළුවන් කාගේ ප්‍රතිපත්තිද හොඳ මොන අමාත්‍යවරුද හොඳට වැඩ කරන්නේ මොන වගේ බලපෑමක්ද කරන්නේ එතකොට මේ රටේ තියෙන මේ ආර්ථික අවපාතයෙන් කොහොමද උඩට ගන්න කවුද try කරන්නේ ඒ වෙනුවෙන් කතා කරන්නේ කවුද ඒ වෙනුවෙන් push කරන්නේ කවුද ඒ වෙනුවෙන් අවංකව පෙනී ඉන්නේ කවුද අන්න ඒ කට්ටිය පිළිබඳව අපි අවධානය යොමු කරපුවාම අපිට ජනාධිපති අපේක්ෂකෙක් අපේක්ෂිත අගමැතිවරයෙක් හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන් දැම්ම නම් ප්‍රෙඩික්ට් කරන්න බෑ
Premadasa
නෑ තාම නෑ
Wickremesinghe
කොහොමඩවත් නෑ ඒ කියන්නේ never
if there's a temporary government, if government changes, will the country situation improve?
මෙහෙමයි ඒක සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම පාලනය සහ පරිපාලනය. ඒ කියන්නේ රටේ පොලිටිකල් එක සහ රාජ්‍ය පරිපාලනය කියන දේ නිවැරදි වෙන්න ඕනේ. නීතිය නිවැරදිව ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්න ඕනේ. මිනිස්සු පැය 8න් එහාට වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. රාජ්‍ය සේවකයෝ පැය 8 ඇතුලේ හරියට වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ සහ ඊට අමතර කාලයක් වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සුත් අපි හිතනවට වඩා වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. නාස්තිය අපිම අඩු කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි අමතර මොනවා හරි පරිභෝජන වියදම් ටිකක් තියෙනවා නම් අධි පරිභෝජන වියදම් ටිකක් අපි ඒ ටික අඩු කරගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම වුණොත් අවුරුදු 10ක් වගේ ඇතුළත කාලයකදී අපිට මේක රිකවර් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. IMF එකෙන් කරුණු තුනක් පෙන්නලා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කරුණු තුනම අපිට ඉෂ්ට කරන්න බෑ. මොකද ඒ කරුණු තුන ඉෂ්ට වෙලා තිබ්බනම් මේ රටට අද මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා IMF එකෙන් අපිට උදව් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. යම් කරප්ෂන් ටිකක් තිබ්බා. හැබැයි 2005න් පස්සේ ආපු හැම ආණ්ඩුවක්ම හැම රජයක්ම හැම ඇමතිවරයෙක්ම තිබුණට වඩා දෙගුණයකින් තුන්ගුණයකින් කරප්ෂන් කියන දේ ඩෙවලොප් කරගත්තා. එයාලගේ පොකට් එක වැඩි කරගන්න ඩෙවලොප් කරගත්තා. මම හිතන්නේ 2005න් පස්සේ ඒකේ කියන්නේ ශීඝ්‍ර වර්ධනයක් තිබ්බේ. ඒක තමයි මම දකින්නේ.
In this time, who is actually Sri Lanka's friend? Like what country is actually Sri Lanka's friend? India, USA, China?
මේ රටවල් ඔක්කොම බලන් ඉන්නේ අපි අනාථ වෙනකම්. මොකද මේ ලංකාව කියන්නේ අපි හැමදාම කතා කරනවා ලංකාව ලොකු බේස් එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ඕනම රටක් ආක්‍රමණය කරන්න කැමති රටක් කියලා අපි හැමෝම දන්නවා. දැන් මෙයාලා යුද්ධකින් නෙවෙයි අපිව ග්‍රැබ් කරගන්න හදන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දන්නවා කෝල්ඩ් වෝ කියන එක. කොරියාව ආයුධ පෙන්නනවා හැබැයි ගහන්නේ. රුසියාව න්‍යෂ්ටික අපි තියනවා කියලා පෙන්නනවා ගහන්නේ. මොකද Tamanට මෙන්න මේ හයිය තියෙනවා. ඒකට තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ මේ සාමාන්‍ය ජනතාවගේ භාෂාවෙන් අපි කියන්නේ ඒකට තමයි කෝල්ඩ් වෝ කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේ කෝල්ඩ් වෝ එකේ තියෙන ඇත්තටම අපි අනාථ වෙනකන් තමයි හැම රටක්ම ඉන්නේ අපිව බයි කරන්න. නැත්නම් අපෙන් කෑල්ලක් ගන්න.
ඉන්දියාව ගැන මොකද හිතන්නේ?
ඉන්දියාව ගැන නම් මට තියෙන්නේ ඉතින් සුපිරි හතුරෙක්.
Do you have a candidate in mind? Whom would you like to be the next president, next prime minister?
Well, if I think hard about it, I think Sumandiram is the one that I would like because not for any reason. He's educated, he talks, he looks at you and talks. So, I mean, if a person can look at you and talk, at least, there's some kind of honesty there, So, and he's educated. That's the main thing, nothing else. And if somebody says, we are not racist, then he's the best to be.
Do you think a changing government will change things in Sri Lanka for the better?
Of course, it will be for the better. Anything is better than the Rajapaksa regime, but yeah, it will be for the better. But I think it will take a long time to get it up. It's now that we are going to struggle.
Has life become easier, better, difficult?
After the night,
Yeah, is there a notable difference in your life?
the only notable difference is if you look at everybody, they have some hope in their eyes. That's what I see.
After the 9th of?
After 9th of July, this 9th,
But
this,
the economic
the
crisis,
revolution, no.
the economic crisis in general, has any of the shortages affected your life or any activities that you carry out in life?
Yeah, like you can see, I have a bike here. I used to come by car, but I'm very glad that I have to bike because it gives me my fitness without going to a gym or anything. But yes, it has changed, and I think it has changed definitely for the better for people. No? It doesn't matter if we have to walk. Maybe we walked those days, why not now?
What's your theory or what do you think caused all of this? Different people have different reasons. Was it just the corruption? Was it the Rajapaksa regimes? What was it? Was it corruption in the government?
Yeah, all governments played us out. No? Not only the Rajapaksas, but years of stealing from us, and then the Rajapaksas came and they took the little we had. So that was a lot. So yes, they have stolen, everybody has stolen from our country. And you know what happened? I think for all this time, our Sri Lankans didn't know that they belonged here, that they bought a carrot, we'll say 500 grams of carrot. They didn't know that it was taxed, but now they know that now they feel they belong, I think. And I think that's the best thing that changed, that they all feel that they belong somewhere. All this time, I don't think they thought so.
What country is Sri Lanka's friend at this point? Is it China, India, USA, anything in the EU, Qatar?
We need a lot of friends, but I think we are a good country to be friends with. So if they like, they can come and be friends with us.
We need a total system change, that's all. That's what we are fighting for, that's what we are hoping for. We need a total system change, that's all. Why we are doing this? Because we love our country and we need our children to have this country safe and sound. Not a destroyed country, not a poor country, not a ruined country. We want a safe and sound, a healthy, prosperous country to our kids, that's all.
We fought this struggle to bring down the policy. So I will reserve my comments on it. It's people's wish that should be established. It should be go home, Gota first. Policies are the ones that should change, not the heads, right? So we believe in that. So first go home, Gota, and we can work with anyone. I believe elections would be held, then people can elect a proper person that they think fit. So my personal comments, I cannot give you my personal comments because I'm here as a struggler, so I can't give you my personal comments on it. Gotabaya is a person, is a president who is rejected by international community. again and again. We believe with a new president, anyone, the international community would rally to help Sri Lanka, and Sri Lankans will start trusting our own economy. We will get foreign currency as well, right? Through proper channels for our Sri Lankans outside Sri Lanka, they'll send money through proper channels when they start trusting Sri Lankan economy, when they start trusting our government. So we want that trust to be built, and for that Gotabaya must go home. It's basically fiscal mismanagement. They mismanaged our wealth. They robbed our wealth. We are not poor, we were robbed. So yes, that is the main reason. I don't know who is the next president would be. Right? I hope the next president would be a person who can build those international relations, can rally the international community to help Sri Lanka. I hope that will be the case. They have helped us out for a while, right? They gave us 3 months credit line as well. So we are thankful for the Indian people. We are thankful. Thank you for it. Also, however, Sri Lankans have that fear of Sri Lanka being a colony of India. We don't like that. However, we are very thankful for Indian people who have come to it. We love to be your neighbors.
For The Print, this is Regina Mihindukulasuriya reporting from Colombo.